Hey everyone, let me share something that happened today. I took a long walk downhill to take a picture of a special plant and then came all the way back, a trip that took me about 20 to 30 minutes. And just as I was about to enter home, I noticed that my neighbor had the same plant right in her front yard. I could have just walked 2 minutes and gotten the picture. But honestly, the whole trip was still worth it. On the way, I discovered another plant that I'm super excited to share. It is really interesting and very relevant to what I'll be showing you. I'll talk about that plant later in this video. Now the plant I went to take picture of is called Erica. Its common name is Heath, but I will stick with Erica for a reason. I've seen it while driving around and was always curious about what it was. And at the same time, I have been working on DNA data from the same plant and checked the picture on Wikipedia, but I did not make the connection. Do you know why? Because I never got out of the car to take a closer look until today. Let me explain. Check the flower structure of this plant. To do that, you have to be really close because the flowers are small. These flowers have a special shape. They look like bells or urns. Think of where you may have seen this flower. If you have a blueberry plant or went for blueberry picking, you may have noticed the same shape of flowers. Here are some pictures of blueberry flowers. This plant and blueberry are closely related. Now that brings me to the name Erica. The plant family and order are named after it. The family is called Ericacaea, the heath family, and the order is called Ericales. If you are unfamiliar with the term order or family in plant classification, let me explain. In a previous video, I mentioned the three major plant groups, monocots, rosids, and asterids. You can think of them as continents. Just as continents are divided into countries, monocots, rosids, and asterids are divided into smaller groups called orders, which are then split into families, then genera, and then finally species. That's how the biological classification works. Interestingly, this classification process actually evolved in reverse. Over the past 200 years, botanists noticed similarities among different plants, particularly in their flowers, and grouped them into genera. Then by observing connections among genera, they created families. The final connection of families into order largely took place in the last 30 years with the help of DNA data. I'll dive deeper into this in another video, but for now let's stick to Erica, which belongs to the Asterids group. The entire family is called Ericaceae and blueberry is a member of it. Then later the order got the name Ericales because Ericaceae is the largest family within the order. This order has many other families whose flowers do not look like blueberry or erica at all. Here are some other flowers with the same bell shape of erica. Check cranberry flower. I have a picture here. Another plant named salal has similar flower and so does huckleberry. They are all part of the same family. I have often seen these salal plants while hiking. Salal berries are edible and huckleberries too. When I'm hiking, I like to taste wild berries, but I also pay attention to which berries are safe to eat and which aren't. No one really wants to accidentally eat something poisonous out in the wild. Now let me show you another mystery plant I came across while taking pictures of ericas around town. I noticed this plant with very similar bell-shaped flowers, but it was much larger and clearly not an erica or any other plant I recognize. So I took a picture, ran it through a plant identification app, and guess what? It turns out to be Pieris japonica, and it's also called Japanese Pieris. And when I look at the classification, I found that it's another member of Ericaceae family. So just by recognizing the flower structure, I was able to identify a completely new member of the family, and that made me really happy today. Now I have seen another member of Ericaceae or heath family all over our neighborhood, and it also has beautiful flowers. Let us talk about that in the next video. In the meanwhile, if you see similar flowers in your neighborhood or during a hiking trip, Feel free to share them in the comments. I would love to see what you find.